Hey there, my name is Megan.
And I'm Andy.
So before working with Monica in Treat the Source, I was dealing with a lot of fatigue and things that were not normal. Like people are like, oh, you're just tired, you're burned out, take a break. And I'm like, this is not normal stuff. And that's what she really helped to transform for me.
And I came at it from a different angle of thinking nothing was wrong with me, only to find out everything was wrong with me. My sleeping patterns, not being able to sleep through the night, having extreme muscle fatigue from working out, those things were all part of inflammation that have just skyrocketed since all that stuff.
My life before finding Monica and the Treat the Source program was one of a ton of research, a ton of being in bed in the middle of the night, trying to Google what the heck was wrong with me, trying to find answers. I went to so many different health practitioners and holistic doctors and all of these things trying to find answers. I unfortunately went down a lot of wrong paths and had a lot of expensive labs and a lot of dead ends that I was starting to lose hope and I was starting to think, okay, maybe this is just how I'm going to live from now on. But it was literally something where if I was doing a meeting with somebody over Zoom, I would have to go and take a nap for like 3 hours. I would have to do breath work. And like it took a lot of recovery for me just to make it through the day. And I never used to have that problem. I'm very health conscious in general. So I thought I was doing everything right. And that's why deep down, I knew there was something missing. She was the first person to not only validate what I was going through, but had real answers that just made sense. And once I went through and started implementing everything, then I started to see the results and I started to get the energy back. And my life it transformed after that. And I'm like so, so grateful for everything that she's done. I really trusted Monica to guide us because she is all about treating the source. She's not about, the band-aid. She's not about, okay, just take this magic pill and everything's going to be okay. And that really resonated with me because so many health professionals out there, they're just trying to tick off a box of like, oh, you have this symptom, here's this one answer. And she goes so much deeper to figure out how to get to that root so that your body's just healing itself.
So, like most men, I was dragged there kicking and screaming with my wife. However, the trust obviously gets built up when you start working with someone. And she was so just informative on things that I thought they were just the norm in the way we have to live and have to deal with aches and pains and all this other stuff. So being able to, work with her as you start healing it, the trust just kept getting better and better and seeing that there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
We've become so much more aware of things that have been getting in the way of our bodies operating at their full potential. Like certain things that you think, oh, it's just part of aging. You're just going to, get more aches and pains like Andy's talked about, or you're just going to be wanting to take more naps. It's so much to do with the environmental toxins, the things that we wouldn't even be aware of, like even certain types of water. You would think, hey, I'm drinking my 8 glasses of water. This is great. But no, there's certain types of water that you want to be aware of and certain things in different plastics that we weren't even thinking about. So that has been transformative for us, just being more aware of those things.
I specifically became more aware of the food side of stuff, finding out what my body is inflamed with versus not. Even what I was considering and classifying as healthy eating, there's like a whole nother level of healthy eating out there. You can go organic and you can do all these things, but then there's all these other things that they're added into these foods that you're not even aware of that even organic gets away with. And after you start dialing in some of that, that's when you start seeing what your body is receptive to and not receptive to. What surprised me the most was actually what I was able to heal from. I get headaches all the time. Now you're not getting migraines as much, but constant headaches. And that is definitely alleviated a lot. I don't get them nearly as often, and I don't have to take something to get rid of them as often as I used to. So that is one of the huge things. I also came into Monica's program with a lot of, I don't want to say broken issues, but, guys tend to get a little bit more aggressive with how they treat their bodies. I've had, torn biceps, and she actually helped heal some of that stuff. So as my body was healing from the structural damage, she was actually able to speed up some of that for me.
Being able to heal and feel better and more energized it's so helpful to not feel like you're in this alone. So it's been really helpful too, just having Monica already vet things that are going to be good for our environment, for our home. Like I don't have to do the research of what types of water filters to purchase. I don't have to do the research of what's going to actually help me with EMF protection versus what's going to be just me wasting my money. That has been a huge time saver for me to just be like, hey, Monica gave it the check mark and I'm good to go. So I'll go ahead and purchase that.
I would recommend Monica's Treat the Source. If you're just feeling that something is off in your life, whether it's a physical ailment, if you have headaches, pains, even some simple stuff as arthritis and things that you just commonly get as the aging process happens, there's always ways of relieving things. And I think that's one of the greatest things I can take out of the Treat the Source program.
And I would say that if you have a part of you that's thinking there's another level of energy, that you don't need to be aging in a way that's going to make you drag through the day, you're right. And this is going to blow your mind, just the amount of information, the amount of support, and the amount of just knowledge that is going to be transformative. I can't say enough good things about it.